This video highlights the changes we have made to MoversSuite at version 2017 R08. Imagine not having to log into MoversSuite every time you launch the application. Well, with this release, MoversSuite links your Windows account to your MoversSuite login account. The information passed to MoversSuite provides it enough information to identify you and provide your credentials to the application. The application then opens without prompting you for your username or password. Once you upgrade to this release, the application will prompt you once more for your login information. Once the login is successful, each time you launch MoversSuite, the login prompt is skipped from then on out. This feature follows you to any computer that you log into, provided you use the same Windows account information to log into the computer. In other words, if you log into a second computer with your same Windows credentials, then you can launch MoversSuite without the login prompt from there as well. Since your MoversSuite account is tied to your Windows account, only you can use it to access the application. If someone attempts to log in using your username, then they will receive an error. Many of you have been asking for this security feature for quite some time. Administrators can see which Windows account your MoversSuite user connects with through Personnel Setup. On the User tab, the account information for the domain and the username that you log into Windows with display within the Domain User Name field. Administrators do have the option to clear this association if needed. Cases for removing the domain user name would be if there was a name change or if the wrong account was linked. If your domain user is removed, then you will need to successfully log in to re-establish the Windows account association. MoversSuite administration is also under Windows Authentication. Therefore, you can launch the admin tool without the login prompt as well. As part of our efforts to support uploads and downloads of international orders data, we have updated several more places in MoversSuite. On the Move Information tab, you can now specify color, mileage, and cubic feet of an auto associated to the order. You can utilize these fields outside the International Orders module as well. A new feature that is specific to the International Orders module is available through the Quote tab. An accepted quote can link to an external system, such as a van line. You can identify this quote as having a connected label in the header. A connected quote indicates that it can be updated by an external system. Only one quote per order can be connected. Also on the Quote tab, you can set a bill to party for the service provider on an item. You can specify either agent, national account, or shipper for this setting. On the Shipping Information tab, you can see even more changes affecting an international order. The Booking Number screen, which is available by clicking on the book icon, has been renamed to Pickup Delivery Information. This screen now allows you to mark whether this is a live load or unload, mark whether the equipment has been returned, and there is a new transit section. This information allows you to document the provider responsible for the transit. You can choose a type from a list of agent, line haul carrier, or pending line haul carrier. If you select agent, the application prompts you to choose an agent from this list. You also have options allowing you to search for an agent, view agent information, and email a contact. If you choose a transit type of carrier, you are prompted to enter an identifier associated to the carrier. Under the Pickup and Delivery sections, you now have the ability to set a location type and location code for each. The options available to you for the location type are those typically associated to an international move within the Unigroup system. And once you make a selection, the application populates the address information based on what is set on the order. For example, if you select Origin Agent Warehouse, the application sets the location code to the agent identifier, along with the contact and address information for the agent set as the origin agent. The options available to the pickup are also available for the delivery section as well. Please note that you do have to be in edit mode to make changes within this screen. Also on the Shipping Information tab, there is a new Financial Information screen available to you. This screen allows you to capture financial services associated to the shipment, such as those documented under a Global Protection Plan. The options available to the reason declined and value type settings can be customized for your organization. In the Admin tool, new setup areas exist under the International category for valuation declined reason and value type. In each setup area, you can define the text description of the item and link it to a code supported by an external system, such as Unigroup in this example. In the Office and Industrial module, you can now specify building constraints. Building constraints allow you to document site information and provide pertinent information on the location. The locations available to you from the selector are those defined within the Contacts and Locations tab. All the information captured here assists in populating the building constraints. A building option is now available to provide default site information for common locations. These same locations are what list within the building constraints. To update this information, edit the order. Select the location you wish to update and make your changes. You can make changes to cross streets, service entrance, and site notes information. You can also update constraint information by providing notes and by checking the Yes column as needed. This information will eventually be available as letter management bookmarks, display on quotes, and more. In the Admin tool, 2 new setup areas under the Office and Industrial category are available to pre-populate data for the Building Constraints tab. Building Setup allows your company to define the buildings that you can link to a location. This is all the data that pre-populates the site information. You can also link a building record to an account profile. Under Account Profile Setup, you can update preset address by selecting a building. This fills in the address information, including location type, for you. The other new Office and Industrial setup area is for building constraints. Here you can define requirements that list in the Questions section of Building Constraints. Options available to you include entering the text of the question, setting a flag to offer a checkbox within the Yes column for the question, determining the order the item displays within the list, and providing a default note. Look for additional improvements to the Office and Industrial module in upcoming releases. A right-click option is available that allows you to sort line items by their description. Within the new Complete Invoice screen, if you right-click and choose Reorder Invoice Lines by Description, the application sorts the records by the data within this column. The sort is in alphanumeric order and includes all standalone line items as well as all groups. You cannot, however, apply this option to any items within a particular group. You will need to use the arrow keys on the right of the screen to move these items within the group. A new flag is available within the system-wide options that controls whether the duplicate order option is available within the application. Checking the Enable Duplicate Order option allows users access to the ability to duplicate an order through the new menu within MoversSuite. Otherwise, if this option is not checked, then the duplicate order option is not available from the new menu. Please read more about these changes and other changes made through the online help for MoversSuite at version 2017 R8. Thank you.